Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be looking at the Coastline carpack. I will put a link in the description for these cars, but there's a total of 7 cars. All of them are pretty unique, I gotta say. Some of these cars I haven't driven before, some of them I have, but we are going to test them out and I will give my reactions. This one's got a little over 500 horsepower. Um, I am recording this after testing all these cars, so I'm kind of reacting to my own footage. But let's get into the first car. So this is the CTSV. This one's got 521 horsepower, and I think it uses the similar physics to Gravy Garage these cars have. But pretty cool car nonetheless. Check out the F6 menu or views. They kind of some odd F6 views. Thing sounds nasty. Ooh. Sounds rowdy. Like I said, I have driven some of these cars, some of them I haven't. This is one of the cars I have not driven. This has got 521 horsepower. Seems modest. Looks amazing though. I really love this car. I like Cadillacs too. I'm just gonna give it a little test rip. Oh god. If you can't tell, I'm still new to to drifting on a wheel. I usually do on controller or playing like Forza and stuff, but I've recently started using the wheel and then switched over to a set of Corsas, so still trying to get the basics down. But from what I can tell, this car already seems really smooth. I have driven this car before because I started using this car as like a test bed for when I started drifting, and I have the 4-speed back way down on this car. But now that I've had more practice off screen, yeah, give her a go. It's very smooth. You do have to finesse it just a little bit, but it's a very smooth car. Oh, so there's a wall there. But no, it's a very smooth car. We'll give you some third-person views. I'm not very good at drifting in third person. I try not to, so. But no, this is a very smooth car. I highly recommend this pack for beginners because it's very forgiving, in my opinion. Crap. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. Been dealing with a sinus infection here. Oh god, almost over-rotated. But see if I can get this. Ooh. Ah, no, I've been dealing with a sinus infection, so that's why I sound a little stuffy. No, this car is really fun. It's very smooth, very forgiving. Definitely one of the cooler parts of this pack. Let's see. Nope, can't see where I'm going. Nope. Don't drive while looking backwards, kids. Hit us some fat burnouts in here. The CTSV, and now we're going to move on to the Civic Si. So this car, I don't have any experience in. I drove it once, and it was a very difficult car to start out with. But I also think that was because I was a noob back then. So this is my first time driving it as of now. The steering definitely feels tight. It's a little bit tighter than the CTSV was, but you'll see. Make sure turbo's all the way up, full boost. Send it. Yeah, sent it too hard. Now this car. Oh. Okay, never mind. I take back everything I said about this car. This is really smooth. I'd say this is smoother than the CTSV, if I'm gonna be honest. Try third gear. Nope. Back down to second. Getting around the hairpin. Oh, just grazing the wall. Yeah, this car's really smooth. A little bit of a bobble there, but no, this car's really smooth. Very easy to manage. See if we can't do a third gear pull here. Get around the sweeper through the chicane. Oh, so close. Riding that red line like a Honda boy. Yeah, there we go. Crap. No, this car's really, really smooth. I like the way this car feels. It feels kind of floaty in a sense. It's very... I say that as I spin out. It's more forgiving than what the CTSV was. Yeah, this car's really clean too. I do like this livery on it. It's really really good looking. But yeah, that is the Civic Si model. Give her one last hoorah, and we will move on. Alright. So up next, we're going to do the Infiniti Q50. This car's got about 520. I have driven this car before. Driven it like, I think 3 times before. And I certainly did like this car a little bit more than the CTSV when I last drove it. Oh, let's... Woo! The chop on this thing is insane. Yeah, by the way, there is no exhaust on this. It is just straight hood stack. I love redlining this thing. It sounds so good. There we go. Yeah. Make sure force feedback's all good. I like to run my force feedback at around 75. I've slowly getting higher and higher, but right now that's kind of my sweet spot for it. So, yeah. This car is really nice to drive, though. Like I said, I've driven this car before, and I had a ton of fun with it. This will be my first time on this course, though, with this car, so this should be interesting. Let's send her. Do ignore the fact that it's saying that the engine is dying. That's the thing with these cars, is that it'll say that, like, the motor is, like, getting hurt, but it's really not. I don't know if that's, like, a bug with these cars, but I don't get it with any other pack that I have. But, now this car is really nice to drive, and it does take a little bit more finesse than the Civic, but in the end, it's very rewarding. And like I said, it sounds insane. A little third gear pull. Almost lost it there. That's the thing with these cars, you kind of got to be gentle with them. Oh, there she goes. Yep. This car is insane. Yeah, this car is pretty crazy. The flames coming out the hood pipe. And I do believe this one's a 2J. Oh, round as she goes. That's okay. We'll rip a fat one. Yeah. This thing just drenches you in smoke. So loud. And deep in that zone there. And round we go again. Audio glitch there. Sometimes these cars will do that. That was the Infiniti Q50. Now on to a very obscure car, a Mercedes 190E. Rocking the BBS wheels. Sounds like it's got a 2J in it as well. It's a very nice car nonetheless. No bumper, no rear bumper. Force feedback's all good. Ooh. Oh, that transmission. Jeez. Sure doesn't sound like it's got, it doesn't look like it's got a training in it, but it's got one. Ooh, she rowdy. Yeah, this thing rowdy. Have not driven this car before, so I don't know what to expect with this one. Guess we're gonna find out together, huh? Nope. Definitely tell this is my first video. There's some some mistakes here and there. Let's try and send this. Oh god. Jeez, this car. My god. Dude, listen to the transmission. That is absolutely insane. This car is I'd say it's a little bit easier than the Q50, but still takes a little bit more finesse than the Civic did. But it's very, again, it's one of those rewarding feeling cars. Yeah, this car rips. Oh god. And see, this one's still difficult to drive. There's definitely a look at how not very skilled I am. Ooh, ride that wall. I definitely like this car a little bit more than the Civic. Even though, like I just said earlier, it is a little bit harder to drive than the Civic, but it's still more rewarding. But right now, I'd have to say that the Cadillac was the hardest one to drive so far. Come on, let's back her up here. There we go. See if we can't get around here. Try this one again. Nope, looks like we're just gonna rip a fat one here. That will be the 190E. Rate this one. This one's pretty good. I like this car. Anyways, on to the next one. So up next we have the PS13, the PS13J. This one's got, again, a little over 500 horsepower, 532. Still a middle of the class car, like middle of field card. Ooh, SR20 power, baby. How dare you. Can't scream over this thing. The thing's way too loud. Now, I have driven this car before, and I will say I like this car a lot. It feels very, very smooth to drive. And it's an all-around good beginner car. I would definitely, so far, I would definitely recommend this pack to anyone who's starting out in Assetto drifting. Because it's a very obscure pack too, because I haven't heard many people talk about this pack at all. Just gonna take her around a couple of these corners here. Get this party started. Again, sorry I sound like absolute dog water, battling a sinus infection at the moment. Give it a good sight lap because I haven't driven this car. I didn't practice with a few of these cars. We'll start sending them now. Oh, too wide. Too wide. I will say this is probably the longest car out of this pack. So it is kind of, it's a little bit harder to adapt with this car being just a little bit longer. You don't really know where your back end is. And when I spun there, I was certain I was going to hit the wall. But this car is again very smooth, but I would say it's a little bit harder to drive than the Cadillac. Because a lot of times I'm having to kind of fight with the wheel to try and keep it in drift. Although that might just be my driving. Well, even though I say that as we send it on this lap. I don't know. Would y'all consider that a backy? Let me know in the comments. Would that corner be considered a backy? I know that one wouldn't. You tap our rear bumper there. I need to figure out how to get that little icon thing to not be there. If someone could let me know how to get rid of that in the comments, I would really appreciate that, because it really bugs me. Oh god. No, this car is a lot of fun. Like I said, I would highly recommend this pack to anyone who's just getting into drifting. It's a very rounded out, good pack. And like I said, it kind of has the physics of Gravy Garage, so it's fairly easy to get into drift and hold it there. So that's the PS13, and now we're going to move on to the VW Golf R32. And this one's got a Harlequin skin. This one's, I think, the lowest horsepower out of the bunch, with only 400 plus. Sounds like a riot, though. See, it's sound. Okay, someone let me know, because I'm confused. This one doesn't have any writing on the motor, but it looks like a 2J, but it sounds like a 4-cylinder. So, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a 6-cylinder motor model in there? But they're using 4-cylinder sounds. I guess, yeah, there's someone. Let me know in the comments, I guess. This is not a car I have driven before. I don't know how this car is going to behave or react in any way, shape, or form. So, get a good feel of it. It definitely feels a bit tighter than the S13, so I'm a little worried about that. But I guess we'll wait and see. Oh god. So this This car transitions a little bit smoother than the others. I think that maybe that's because of how short it is. It transitions very, very well. Definitely sounds like a 4-cylinder. I think it's a K-series sound, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely sounds like a K20. Oh, by the way, if anyone is wondering, I'm running a Logitech G29, and that's it. I don't have a handbrake, and I don't have the H pattern as of yet. Money's kind of tight, so as of right now, I'm just rocking pedals and a wheel, which I guess is good practice. One quirk with this model, though, I will say, is that at certain points in your steering, you will be running with no hands on the steering wheel. That is a little trippy, but I really like the way this car feels. It kind of feels like the Honda, but spicier. But I think that's mostly because this car is a lot lighter. But it's definitely, it's also shorter. So, Honda, but with a little bit of extra spice to it. But I love it so much. Still not my favorite car out of the pack so far. That would still be going to the Cadillac as of right now. That's a really weird F6 menu. Now we move on to the Coastline Fox body. I saved this one for last because this was the reason why I got this pack, was because of this Fox body. Ooh! Ooh! Sounds like this one's got a Pro Charger on it. Now, I drove this car so that I drove it a few times, only really because so that I can get my profile picture down, my banner, and that little spot that you see in the bottom right corner. That's the only time I drove this car, and I didn't drive it like I was trying to do anything. So this will be my first proper time driving this car. Feels tight though. But I guess we're gonna send her and see how it goes. This car just sounds so good. Alright, let's get her going. Oh, jeez. Now this car's finicky. Yeah, this car's a lot harder to drive than any of the other cars. I'm really at the wheel in this car. But it is rowdy as I go into fourth gear and turn the downshift. Ah yes, with paddles instead of stick. But no, this car is genuinely insane. Hands down, probably, I'd say this is, if anything, equal to the Cadillac. This car is so much fun to drive. It's hard to drive like the Cadillac is, and that's what I love about it so much, is that it's a challenge to drive this car. And I think that that's what I like a lot about Assetto Corsa drifting, is that it is very challenging at first, and it gives you that power to keep trying. We're gonna turn around here. Yes, go to third person for a little bit. I'm not very good at third person drifting. It's quite difficult for me. Like I like to stick inside, but I try it out from time to time. So we'll give you guys a treat. I say treat, it's in my eyes. I hate driving in third person. I hate it. A little bit of the tap there almost helped me get around the corner, but it's a little too slow. Try third gear. A little bit of left foot brake. Oh, overcooked it. This car is so much fun. So much fun. And I think that's what Coastline was trying to go for with this car pack. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later!